Hello again. Hello. I am Jared Case, curator of film exhibitions at the Dryden Theater and the George Eastman Museum, with another streaming recommendation. On Mondays, we have been focusing on films that you were able to see as part of our Nitrate Picture Show the first 5 years that we put it on. Of course, we've had to postpone it this year, but we will be back with the 6th Nitrate Picture Show in June of 2021, June 3 through 6. So we hope you'll be able to join us in Rochester, New York for another great nitrate-based festival. And I had intended to go through somewhat chronologically through the programs that we had the first 5 years to give you these streaming recommendations on Mondays. But there appears to be one title that slipped under my radar. And I don't know if that's because it just became available on streaming or if I missed it in my initial search, but I'm going to go all the way back to the first year and actually to the second film that we showed as part of the festival proper and the back end of an unintentional Peter Lorre double feature along with Casablanca. This is the Alfred Hitchcock masterpiece from 1934, The Man Who Knew Too Much. And many of you know that this film was actually remade by Hitchcock in the 50s with Jimmy Stewart and Doris Day. I still prefer this version. It's very British Hitchcock. It's right in the middle of his British period between the silent films up till 1939 before he came to Hollywood. And I think it may actually be his first sound masterpiece. It is about a family, father, mother, and teenage daughter that get wind of an assassination that's going to happen. But before they can contact the authorities with exactly what they know, their daughter is kidnapped and held to keep them quiet so that the assassination can happen on time. Peter Lorre as one of the villains is wonderful, and Nova Pilbeam actually plays the daughter. She went on to be in Hitchcock's Underseen, Young and Innocent, which I think is a really good film as well, and she tried out for Rebecca for the second Mrs. De Winter. Having that connection with Hitchcock, I'm not sure if he just gave her a chance or if he actually thought she would be good. I've seen the tests. They're not great. I think they did fine with how it turned out in the first place. But there are several sequences within The Man Who Knew Too Much that are really great. And not just the final sequence where the assassination attempt takes place at the concert hall, but there is one scene in particular where they are chasing each other through the dark rooms at the top of this row house, and they go outside. Combine that with the scene of Robert Donat giving the speech in 39 Steps, and you can put together sort of a sequence that you see echoes of later in The Third Man. So Carol Reed, definitely a fan of Hitchcock, taking some of his cues and putting it together with that speech and then running up the stairs to the darkened rooms where actually Joseph Cotton gets pecked at by a bird. So a really fascinating film, one I think that you should watch. And again, it's not long. It's about 75 minutes. It's streaming on the Criterion channel right now, so I would encourage you to go watch that now, have some fun with early Hitchcock, come back for another streaming recommendation, and we hope to see you at the Nitrate Picture Show in 2021.